Right, hi. So, what I want to talk about today. Okay, I forgot what the title of this video was already, and I only just typed it in. Regeneration, I think. Okay, so I've just been watching this video about regenerating the soil. There's quite a few people around the world, making quite a big impact, on farming methods and getting people to regenerate the soil and use better farming methods to create more, productive land and stuff, and it all seems to work okay. I've got no problems with it. It's a really good idea and everything like that. What I've got a problem with is that people are like these people that are pushing these ideas of how to make more efficient land. What they're doing is creating more food, right? And they're talking about, the fact that we're creating, every 12 years, we're adding another billion people onto the population of the planet, right? And so they're finding ways to sort of increase the efficiency of our food production, right? It sounds really good, doesn't it? They're looking after our human interests. There's this few handful of people that are going around the world trying to make everything better for everyone by making more food and making the land more productive. It sounds, I mean, what could you possibly criticize about that? These people are like saints, aren't they? Ah, dear. This is the problem is, right, it's like you people are just not thinking clearly. I'm totally surrounded by people that haven't got a clue how to think clearly. They just haven't got it. You haven't got a fucking clue. If you create more food, you're going to create more mouths to fucking eat that food. When does it end? When does it end? You're creating all this fucking extra land that, that you can create more food. What do you think is going to happen to that food? People are going to eat it, and then they're going to have more fucking people. I mean, it's really hard to stay calm about this. How the fuck do you people manage to get so fucking stupid? How does it happen? I never hear anyone talking the fucking truth. I almost never hear people. I mean, it's in the Bible. There's apparently 2 billion fucking Christians, and they've somehow missed the bit in the Bible where it says if you create more mouths to more food, all you're going to do is create more mouths to eat that food. It doesn't solve any problems. It just perpetuates any problems. And because we've got so many problems with overpopulation, why the fuck are these people making these videos with all this sort of like soul uplifting music, right? When all they're really doing is trying to show people how to create more food, and which only means creating more fucking problems. That's all they're really doing. Oh, look how we can create more fucking problems by making more food for you zombies to eat, so you can create more of a fucking huger overpopulation problem. And it's just like, what's the solution to this problem? Oh, we'll just create even more efficient ways to produce food. So it's like you people think like cockroaches. You haven't got a fucking clue. You're not thinking in terms of what it means to be human. Being a human means that you are like Adam. You've got a responsibility. You've got a garden. This earth is a garden, right? You have a responsibility to look after that, to make it work efficiently. Not. There is no ulterior motive that you're supposed to make as many humans as possible. It's like if you try to grow as many tomatoes as possible on a bit of land, right, and keep growing more and more tomatoes, eventually the soil will run out of all the nutrients that it needs to build tomatoes. And then you won't be able to build any tomatoes at all. But if you were to sort of like balance that out so that you're growing a reasonable amount of tomatoes in relation to all the other stuff, you can carry on growing tomatoes forever and ever and ever and ever. Whereas if you're trying to only grow tomatoes, then maybe 10 years, 15 years, and all of a sudden you can't grow any tomatoes because you've used up all the minerals in the soil to grow tomatoes. It's like, you know, these things, there's no point me fucking trying to teach people this stuff, because if you're that fucking stupid, this is what I've realized. This is another reason why I think God has made a big error, you know. He's made humans too fucking stupid. We're too stupid, you know. We're so easily fucking deceived. And we like, one of the things that we're easily deceived is the written word. You know, you can trace all this stuff back to the written word. And when I try talking to people about this, yeah, dear. It's like what I'm saying is just totally falling on deaf ears. And the more it falls on deaf ears, the more I'm certain that what I'm talking about must be true. It's like one of these laws of like denial and so I had a dream recently, you know, where things were kind of revealed to me. I don't even want to give the details of the dream because I don't see the point in like giving you stuff, you people, when you don't give anything back. You know, you generally don't give anything back, or not anything like that to me seems substantial. I've been watching these videos, right, on these people that are trying to talk to people about how to create more food. And in their minds, I can tell what they're doing is they're like trying to save the earth, right? But they're going about it completely the fucking wrong way. They're just trying to create more food and better quality food, which on the surface sounds like a good idea. But if you just give people more food and more better quality food, what message are you giving them? You don't have to worry about all the fucking overpopulation and the destroying of the ozone layer and the poisoning of the oceans and the using up of the water tables and the depleting of the soil. And the minerals in the earth and stuff. You don't have to worry about that because we're going to provide you with more food and you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to think. We're just going to find ways to provide more food for you all so you can carry on destroying the world much more quickly than you was before. This is in essence what these people are about. No matter how much it sounds like it's a good idea to create more food supplies, for more people, at the end of the day, all you're really doing is creating a way of destroying the world more quickly because people aren't getting, it's not talking about getting the balance of nature. As far as I understand, and it seems totally obvious, the more people reject and ignore what I'm saying, the more absolutely fucking certain I am that I must be right. That it's the written word that is the big fucking vampire in the equation, and that if you don't get rid of the written word, you'll never get rid of all the fucking problems that humans are causing. Because we keep coming up with these solutions, and a lot of the time, all they do is sort the problem out for a few weeks or a few years, and then they exacerbate the problem. It's like alcohol. It's the written word is like alcohol. Yeah, it makes you feel better for a short time, and then you get a hangover, and then you're an alcoholic. You know. Then what do? You're dependent on alcohol. We've become dependent on the written word. We're dependent on technology and computers. And where is it getting us? Overpopulation and destroying the world extremely fucking quickly. Now, I wish there I wish I could say something funny, because I know that I've watched all these videos about how to become popular, right? And if you can make people laugh, apparently you can get people on your side, even though you're dosing them with little doses of the truth, you know, without them really quite realizing what's going on. It's like people have got this sort of huge, incredibly vicious allergy to the truth, you know. The written word is a fucking great evil, and it's destroying the planet, and it's the physical incarnation of the devil, right? So telling people that, you should all just go, oh, fucking hell, what a huge, we've been totally deceived. Let's get rid of the written word. You're not going to do that. It's like trying to talk to an alcoholic about alcohol. Oh, alcohol is destroying your liver. You know, it's like ruining your vitamins and stopping you getting proper food in your body. You know, you've got to stop it. Okay. Cheers. It's a 9% or 8% or 8.5% and 9%. It's strong stuff, right? It's like, you know, the way I have to look at this world, it's really fucking depressing for me. It's really depressing. You're all already fucking dead. You're so dumbed down. You're so totally dumbed down and so totally conditioned, you know, that you're essentially dead already. The absolute huge fucking majority, like 99.998% of you, are completely destroyed. There's not a shred of humanity in life in you. Now, I find that really fucking depressing. And it's hard to make optimistic videos. And there's another reason why I got a problem with optimistic videos, right? I've read so many quotes from people that are saying, right, you know, it's so much better to concentrate on positive things and forget the negative stuff. Push the negative stuff aside, focus on positive things, right? People have been saying this for fucking thousands of years. We're in a man-made mass extinction event, right? Where's the evidence that this kind of advice actually makes any sense and actually achieves any goals, worthwhile goals? Where's the fucking evidence? You know, because I'm just thinking positively, as far as it doesn't stop people chopping down the rainforest, you know, or you know, spreading millions and millions of fucking tons of extremely harmful, toxic substances and calling them like weed killers, you know, like Roundup. You know, the amount of fucking millions of fucking tons of Roundup. It's an extremely toxic substance. It's been spread around the world. It takes decades for it to disappear out of the environment. And it kills all bacteria. It's really extremely harmful for your gut biome, your immune system. It gives you cancer, you know, and it's everywhere. It's in most food, you know. It's like you people are you're like the worst kind of fucking zombies. You don't deal with the truth. You just want to live in a complete fantasy. You know, and just trying to concentrate on and believe that somehow thinking positive things will somehow solve the problem without you having to. If there's people like, look, this is the way I think of it, right? I'm trying to make it simple for you people. I know you're fucking stupid, and I know telling you in the most simple, straightforward, easy to understand way isn't going to make any fucking difference at all. You just don't want to hear the truth. You will not fucking hear it. But anyway, I just want to point out the facts, just the straightforward facts against things like prayer and wishful thinking, and just sitting like around hoping that the world will sort itself out without you having to take any responsibility or take part in it at all, right? Now imagine this, right? There's a rabid dog or a wolf bursts into your house, and you're there with your wife and your two small children that are like too young to fend for themselves. And there's suddenly a rabid wolf is like in your house, and what do, right? I tell you what you do. You get down on your fucking knees and you start praying to God to save you and your family from the fucking rabid wolf. And then what happens, right? The rabid wolf starts eating your fucking children and biting them, and biting your wife and making them all rabid fucking zombie monsters, and then they eat you and like savor your flesh and eat all your fucking flesh while you're trying to pray to your fucking imaginary God, right? Yeah. And I mean, what I'm doing, I'm in the house next door, right? And there's a rabid wolf coming to my house, right? And I've got a fucking big stick and I'm smacking him over the head really fucking hard with the big stick, right? And then I'm using the stick to push him outside. I'm washing all the floor with bleach to get rid of any germs. And I'm putting him on a fucking big bonfire that I've made and burning the fuck out of all his diseases, right? And I'm looking over on the other side of the road, and I'm seeing you people in your house all being eaten by a fucking rabid dog, and all your fucking family going all rabid and eating you. And I'm thinking, what a fucking stupid cunt. How can you be so fucking stupid to not fucking know how to deal with a fucking rabid fucking animal? What a piece of shit. Now I'm going to have to go over there and fucking kill all the rest of those rabid family fucking pieces of shit who are no longer human because they've got rabies, and the dog, and burn them all, and I'll just chuck them all in the same house and burn it all down. Not a big problem. I'll take a gun, I'll just go there, shoot them all, and fucking throw a bit of like animal fat onto the house and just set light to it and let it all burn down to nothing and get rid of the disease. Easy, sorted. And I'm going to think to myself, fucking hell, the amount of times I tried to fucking explain to my neighbours, about common sense and why they need to fucking, stop being such total arseholes and having loads of children, when there's a serious fucking epidemic of rabies going around. Oh, look, I fucking, oh, well. Apparently, you can't teach people this stuff. They have to find out for themselves. And the way they find out is that they get their throat ripped out by a rabid wolf. That's when they really finally understand, Oh, dear. This is one of the things about doing the work, because it's like, to me, I'm like more or less, it's like I'm 99.998% certain of what I'm talking about. And it seems funny. The more people don't take me seriously, the funnier it becomes and the more empowering it becomes for me, It's hilarious. And it becomes hugely funny as well. It's like, I'm on this, I'm alone. I'm alone in the real world, and what used to seem like real people, and now, well, they just seem like empty vessels. They're like, there's not really anyone inside. They're like bottles. What you thought was like a bottle of wine with wine in it, right? actually there's no wine in there. There's just an empty bottle. And it's the vast majority of people are like that. They're not real. They've got no consciousness. They've got no connection to reality. Now look, I want to show you something, right? Okay, this is a little book I've just been reading, Zen Soup, from a charity shop. Now, did I make the right? No, apparently I didn't. Okay, let's see if I can find it then. Sure, it's in integrity. Yeah. No. Here we go. Different chapters. Integrity is one chapter. Albert Einstein. The only real valuable thing is intuition, right? Are you getting that? Is that? Oh, well, it might be it's back to front. The only real valuable thing is intuition, right? The right brain is about intuition. This other guy, Ian McGilchrist, right? He's talking about the left and right brains. He's basically saying that the left brain is completely dependent on the right brain, but the right brain isn't dependent on the left brain. Now, they do work. He makes quite a big deal out of the fact that if you're in your right brain, you don't have the option of analyzing stuff and reducing it down into words that you can communicate easily. You know, you're very much like an animal. If you're stuck in the right brain, you're basically no more intelligent than a horse or a cow. But you've still got your important the opposable thumb. See, what happens is people get because this is what I've figured out, right? This is the real the point I keep trying to make here, and it's like it's not getting through to people. Is the written word sends people like almost irreversibly to get stuck in their left brain, right? And what that does is they create a map of reality and live in the map, as opposed to live in reality. Now, the map is supposed to be there for a guide to help you deal with reality more effectively, and also to deal with like robotic tasks, repetitive jobs that require you to sort of like not have to think, you know, so you can switch over to your left brain and do things like shelling peas, you know, or digging a field or something, you know. There's like really boring repetitive work, but you can switch over to your left brain and you can still enjoy it and get it over with, and it's not like terribly boring. Now, the problem is that where we've got people to like spend so much energy trying to force people into being in the left brain nearly all of their time, day and night. What's happened is that people have become dependent on left brain activities. you know, and unable to comprehend or deal with the right brain consciousness, which is the complete opposite of how we're meant to be. You know, and it's really hard to talk about it, because when you talk about it, it's automatically traumatizing for everyone involved. You know, I'm traumatized telling you about it. You're traumatized fucking hearing about it. There's no end of fucking trauma. And the only way we're going to get out of it is if we fucking deal with the problem. And that's why I'm so pissed off. And it's probably the worst thing I can be doing is getting pissed off and getting all stressed out, because it makes it very much harder for you to listen to me. But I can't find any fucking frequency where I can talk to you and you actually listen to what I'm saying. There isn't any. You don't listen. You don't want to hear. You don't want to hear the fucking truth, you know, and you become a real fucking nightmare and a fucking like a thorn in my side. You know, because you're destroying my world. You people, by your ignorance and stupidity and fucking willful, just following the worst possible line of action you can possibly fucking be falling, destroying the fucking planet as quickly as you can. You can't get more fucking stupid. I can't calm down. I can't fucking calm down talking about it. There's no way of calming down. You're destroying the planet on a fucking speeded up fucking like agenda. It's so incredibly sick and stupid. You know, how can someone talk to you calmly about it? How can people like me calm down and say, okay, right, okay. Now I've got to try and talk to these absolute total mindless monsters in a very calm and reassuring way. These are like orcs. You know, you people are like fucking orcs. Every atom of your being is designed to destroy people like me and all life on the planet. I'm supposed to try and talk to you in a calm, like reassuring way. How the fuck can I do that? I don't even want to even try. I don't see any point. It's just you've made it. You people have made it into an ongoing battle, and doesn't matter if I try to talk to you calmly, you will chop my head off. That's all you're going to do. And that's all you're going to do anyway. What I've realized is that there is you people cannot win, right? You orc type people, you left brain people, you cannot fucking win. The only possible victory you can get is to make the world uninhabitable and lifeless. That's your victory. That's the only fucking victory that is open to you people. And I sincerely hope that you don't understand the gravity of the situation that you're getting yourselves into. I really hope you don't understand it, because if you do understand it and you're still trying to destroy the fucking world, then there's no hope for anyone. There's so many more of you fucking zombies. And if you're all fucking clear about what you're trying to do is destroy the world, make it uninhabitable, I mean, you're so totally lying to yourselves. I mean, why the fuck are so many of you having children? What are you having children for? To help you destroy the world more quickly. That's the only explanation. You're not having them to create to live in a world that is preserved for them for the future, because you're destroying it as quickly as you can. So you can't possibly be doing that. So all your children, you're just enslaving into your agenda to destroy the fucking world as quickly as possible. And I'm supposed to sit my job is to sit and make a video where I can still make you laugh and get you to take me seriously. It's like I just really wish I could. I wish there was some way where I could make a video and talk about this stuff and not get really stressed out, because I know when I get stressed out, it makes other people stressed out, and they want to automatically switch the video off. I'm sort of starting to understand why people make this sort of like they add sort of like reassuring music to their videos. So it sort of like reassures people so they can follow the argument without like being all stressed out. Yeah, maybe I just need to sort of like. But the thing is, right? Still no one's talking to me. I mean, if I have to make fucking really complicated and tedious videos and put huge amounts of work in, I can't be bothered. As far as I'm concerned, if it takes that much work just to get someone to take a few the things I say seriously, which upon which your lives depend on, I can't fucking be bothered, right? Your lives aren't that important. That important to me. If I've already spent 5 years trying to get through to you people and I can't get anywhere, then I'm not going to go out of my way on the off chance that maybe you'll take me seriously, and you've already ignored me for 5 fucking years. No, I feel like I've come to this conclusion that if it takes 5 years and you can't get anywhere talking to people about the simple, basic, simple truth about what's going on in the world, then this world probably should be flushed down the toilet, and there's no point trying to save it. In fact, I actually might try and help. I'm so disappointed in people that I consider it a good thing to just get rid of you all, just destroy this world. This is the thing. This is the horrible thing about it. You try to help people, and they're unappreciative that you end up sort of hating them, and you just want them. You wish they were dead. They are so fucking stupid and arrogant and self-important and sinful in every fucking way imaginable, that you get to the point where even when you was trying to help them, you think, well, why would I help these people? These are the worst people, the last people I should ever want to help. So anyway, cheers, you guys. Thanks for sort of like making me sort of confirmed in my ways that there's no way I want to help you people anymore. The last thing you're ever going to do, any of you, is appreciate my help. And that was only to try and help you survive and have a better life. And you seem to be so fucking, I don't know. I can't even think of you as people. I must be an anomaly. I'm not like you creatures, whatever you are. If it was me, I would think this is, I don't know. Some people say that you can't teach anyone anything. People have to work it out for themselves. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, well, I'm going to stop this video now. Bye.